What up, my nephews and nieces? As you guys can see by the title, we're here to talk about not the benefits of reading, but this surely is a benefit. We're here to talk about Rich Dad Poor Dad and what I learned from Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay, now for those of you that don't know, this is a book by Robert Kiyosaki. This is the book right here. For those of you that didn't see the thumbnail, you can get this book off of eBay or Amazon. This don't come with it. This is just where I make my notes. But Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki taught me a couple things. For one, it taught me to not be afraid of debt. That was my biggest point that I took away from this book. The thing about this book is, or at least why I fear debt, let me take a step back with it. When it comes to debt, I try my best to avoid it at all costs. And I mean all costs. But all debt is not bad debt. What I mean by that is when you have, let's say, assets and liabilities. Let's start with that. For those of you that have read Rich Dad Poor Dad, you know where I'm about to go with this. An asset is something you spend money on that will earn you money back later on, okay? Now, a liability, let's say like a car, something that you spend money on and it immediately loses value or you don't make anything from it, okay? That's a liability. Now, when people like millionaires or something like that talk about their debt to income ratio or their net worth or something like that, that is in correlation to all of the assets that they have together in money they made over the years, okay? Now, the debt to income ratio is in regards to, let's say you're making $60,000 a year, but you're in debt $10,000. Okay, well, in actuality, you're only bringing home, let's just say if that was your net pay, not your gross pay, at the $60,000, you're actually only making $50,000 because you're going to have to pay back that debt. Actually, with interest, so it's going to be less than that. The thing about it is this country, when it comes to money, I don't want to get off topic, but I just want you guys to understand how deep this does go, and I will explain the money system in future videos. When you have a country that is based off of making money off of interest, or the banking system making money off of interest, they want you to succeed at whatever venture it is that you're going through, but they want to make sure that their money is guaranteed to get back. So most of the time, people do put up their assets if they don't have the liquid cash to get in on the investment or something with the bank. So let's just say, prime example, there's a reason why you don't just pay $140,000 for a house up front. You can pay a down payment, a percentage of the property. Then your monthly payments are determined by how long the mortgage plan is. Okay, so a house is considered an asset because if you were to get a house, you're paying on it. Let's say you got a 30-year mortgage. You're paying on the house. You can get it let's say 10, 15 years in. You can take out the equity of the home and then put it towards, let's say, another property, another business, something like that. That is an asset because you bought it, but it is something that can make you money later on. I know what some people are saying, but a car, you could sell the car. Yeah, you could sell the car, but the car had already lost value. Most homes don't lose value unless you didn't take care of it. Okay? But the thing about Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I want you guys to start reading some books. You ain't got to necessarily read the books that I read, but I don't mind showing you the books that I read. Here in my office, I've got Rich Dad Poor Dad. I've got Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Life. Let's see. The Way to a Superior Man. Lost Connections by Jonah Hari. Let me see. I'll show you guys the cover of some of these books. I got my my eBay book here that I'm taking notes on and stuff. But I got plenty of other books. But I do want you guys to understand. I want you guys to know that reading can be fundamental. That's what I'm gonna name the next the next video, because I'm gonna talk about some of these books and why it's important for you young men and women to start reading books. Stay off the internet for a little while. Stay off the TV for a while. Like today, I don't even know what time it is. I'm pretty sure whenever my computer opens back up, it's going on about 4 o'clock. I ain't even turn the TV on. Like, it's sometimes, y'all, give yourself a time out from the world and invest in yourself. Start reading. Okay? I'm sounding like what was that brother name? I sound like Lil Jon when he was talking about read a book. And for those of you that remember that song that came out in the 2000s, I sound old. All right, but definitely nephews and nieces, look, get you Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you're trying to understand finances, you're trying to understand the world, you're trying to understand money, get Rich Dad Poor Dad. This will only help you understand what assets and liabilities are. In the book, he talks about his rich dad being his best friend's father that owns a business, and his dad, poor dad, having like a W-2 job. Now, I don't poo-poo anybody with a W-2 job. I've had plenty of W-2 jobs. However, nobody gets rich working a W-2 job unless you don't want got a degree, something like that. Okay, and I do stress that everybody get a career to where you have a strong foundation where you can leave that career eventually and start doing what you want to do. Now, if what you want to do is with that company, stay there. Hey, you already put in the work. But I want you guys to understand that you have avenues, okay? You have other ways of making money other than you having to go work for it. Your money can work for you. For me, I wanted to get into real estate. Now, we'll talk about that in another video, but or if any of you guys are interested, let me know that you're interested in my plans with real estate and what I've been working on this past year. I'm actually going to be supposed to be getting my property at the end of this year, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah. I want you guys to understand there's plenty of ways to make money. There's plenty of ways to learn. You just got to be willing to invest the time and put in the time for yourself, okay? If you can go work 8 hours for somebody else, you could put at least 2 hours in for yourself. Read, okay? For those of you that don't like reading, get some audiobooks so you can listen to it. Or if you like videos like this, hey, I don't mind putting out a video, making it a little bit more entertaining for you. There's multiple ways that you can teach somebody something, okay? For me, I am a visual learner. I move a lot with my hands, things like that. But I used to not like to read at all. Like, you want to go, when they stopped making us read books for like AR points, for those of you that remember that, man, hey, I didn't pick up another book until I had to. And that really stopped until like high school, when I was like, man, I really need to start reading again. It just never piqued my interest. It was certain books that I enjoyed. I loved watching videos about history, about just about certain things. But man, I honestly, yeah, everybody needs to read eventually. Rather, it's read your Bible. I got my Bible right here for all you. Hey, go get you a Bible. I got mine with the red text. Mine is on John right now. Guys, do what you need to do. Okay, you're not going to improve overnight, but you have to take the baby steps. And I'll leave this with y'all before I get up out of here. A lot of people, for some reason, call me smart. I don't know why. Reason being, I wanted to learn the who, what's, when's, where's, and why's of things, because I wanted to know why the world worked the way that it did. What was going on? What led up to this? When I started having the thirst for knowledge on those things, I started searching for the answers on those things. And just the random things of knowledge, you'll be surprised what comes up in conversation, what you're able to talk with people about. You'll be surprised who learned something the same, or who learned the same thing you learned. Who probably learned it from the same person, Just certain aspects, people for some reason call me smart, and I'm like, I personally don't think I'm the smartest person in the world, believe me, but it's the point of, you'll be surprised what you learn, you will one day teach to somebody. You'll be surprised what information you learn will come in handy one day. How a hoarder don't want to throw away shit. Hey, look, don't throw away your information, man. Don't throw it away. Use it, okay? Be a hoarder of knowledge, all right? But look, until next time, my nephews and nieces, I'll be back with another informational video for y'all. We're going to start on the money process. We're going to start on some of these books. We're going to start on a couple more things, all right? But I'm going to definitely try to get these videos out for y'all. It's one that I'm working on my computer. I just wanted to drop this one real quick. But till next time, y'all, if you're new, like and subscribe. If you're not new, like the video and share it for those that are young, old, middle-aged, have midlife crisis, whatever. Y'all, send them here. This is a place for y'all to learn, okay? Don't be embarrassed about what you don't know, okay? If anything, we can learn this stuff together, all right? Peace.